Officially official, the Royals calling up Jac Caglianone. We have been asking you for weeks, JP Morosi on the inside corner, what the heck is the holdup as we say good morning to you on a Monday morning. D-Ray, just heard him, jealous of his lower half. That's not all. He has all the talent in the world, all the strength. What is the immediate expectation for him? Good morning.
Lauren, good morning. I think the most important question for the Royals now is where exactly is Caglianone going to play in the field? And to that point, Annie Rogers at MLB.com wrote a really important story this morning about the progress that Caglianone has made playing right field in the minor leagues. Of course, at the great University of Florida, as you well know, Lauren, he was a two-way player, a pitcher and first baseman. But, of course, the Royals have a bit of a logjam at first base right now. They've got Pasquantino. Sal Perez plays there from time to time. So the question for Caglianone in the minor leagues this season was, can he find a spot in the field that will allow his bat to play in the major leagues? And for now, it appears to be right field. I'd expect that as things get started this week with his first major league call-up, we'll probably see him start in right field. The 6th overall pick, Lauren, less than 1 year ago.
Crazy.
And importantly, in addition to all the other accolades, he is an ambassador for the Italian American Baseball Foundation. I actually was able to attend the dinner with them a couple Decembers ago. He very fired up. He is a tremendous gentleman from a great family. I had a chance to spend time with his family at that event. So just really impressed by Jac. He is so poised and so ready. Royals fans have been looking forward to this for a long time. And with the lineup, Lauren, they managed just one run in their last two games. The numbers for Caglianone in the minor leagues simply became too impressive to ignore for the Royals, and he is now deservedly on his way to the major leagues.
He forced their hand. Nays just told me in my ear, Royals outfielders have the second worst OPS in the game. Perhaps that changes. It was hard to watch Corbin Burnes kind of mouth the words, my elbow is done, not traveling with a team. MRI today, what's next for him?
Guarded optimism, I would say, is probably the best thing that we could say, Lauren, that Burnes believes that whatever was going on with his elbow, that they caught it early enough, that as soon as he felt this during the at-bat to Abrams yesterday, that he was able to really notify the training staff right then and saying, as you see there, reading his lips, not good. There was not a lot of life left in his elbow at that point in time. So for now, it's being described as some forearm discomfort. He will be getting an MRI very soon, perhaps as early as today. And at that point in time, the D-backs should be able to learn more. But he has been especially good. Really, after his first couple starts were a little bumpy for him. Remember, he did not start on opening day, but started pretty early there in the month of April. And once he got through some mechanical things, I remember speaking to him in New York in the later part of April, he was really optimistic about where things were headed. So this is significantly a blow for the Arizona Diamondbacks when you consider how important he is to them, not just now, Lauren, but into the future as well. They will likely have Ryan Nelson step back into the rotation, as Steve Gilbert has reported at MLB.com. He's probably the most likely possibility. He's been able to fill in before Nelson has when Rodriguez has been out. But there's no sugarcoating this one. This is significant news for the D-backs. They're just hoping for good results from the MRI, which, again, we should know more about here in the next 24 to 48 hours.
You just know these guys know their body so well, and when they feel it's not good, just hard to watch. Hoping for health, that's for sure. It's June. How the heck did we get here? Are we trade deadlines coming up? Are we closer to figuring out buyers and sellers, American League? What do we think?
Well, I think it's interesting, Lauren. You're asking about the right league at the right time because in the AL, if you're at 500, you're in the race. There seems to be a larger percentage of the elite teams in baseball are in the NL right now. But one team I'm watching carefully is less than 2 years removed from the World Series title, and that's the Texas Rangers. They still have a lot of offensive questions even after yesterday's win. Marcus Semion's been batting 8th in the lineup for them, which is a bit of a surprise. If they cannot correct things, here are 3 pending free agents. When you see a team that's below 500 and has outstanding pitchers who are in the final year of their contracts, especially Mahle and Corbin, those are the ones that I'm looking at right now. Mahle, a 1.64 ERA, Lauren. For me, he would be one of the prizes of this year at the trade deadline. And we certainly just talked about a team like the D-backs that Burnes is out. A team like the Dodgers. The Dodgers right now, Lauren, with all the injuries they're going through, they're looking for this year's version of Jack Flaherty. It could be Mahle. It could be Corbin. Corbin is someone who we know was a key member of the Nationals pitching staff when they won the World Series back in 2019. You've got to credit him for finding the right spot to go back and pitch for the Texas Rangers and become a really valuable mid-rotation starter. You could certainly see Patrick Corbin starting a Game 3 or a Game 4 of a postseason series because of all the experience he's had and the way that he has found that next level again with the Texas Rangers. So Chris Young is a very competitive guy. I promise you he's not ready to make trades right now. But this is more of put a pin in this conversation here.
Okay.
We're in the early days of June. If they're still in the same position at the All-Star break, get ready for a lot of conversation about Malley, Corbin, and Milner.
It's not going to be Jack Flaherty to the Dodgers that much, I know, this year. A great state of Michigan. There is nobody, I feel like I can say this with confidence, in this business who loves their job more than you. And I can prove that by an email you sent me today that said you're in touch, you ready for this, with the Vatican to schedule, I can't even say it with a straight face, a meeting with the Pope to talk about his White Sox fandom. Explain yourself.
Right. So, Lauren, the best I can say to you right now is that I have received an email from the Vatican confirming that they received my letter. Here it is. Sala Stampa della Santa Sede. So this is the Vatican press office, the Holy See. Gentile Jon Morosi. La Sala Stampa della Santa Sede le dà il benvenuto. We have given you a welcome, not necessarily a welcome to sit with the Holy Father to discuss his White Sox, but they have received my letter, which, Lauren, I said to you the day that I sent it. This is the letter I'm sending to the Vatican to request an audience with the Pope to not just discuss what they should do with Luis Robert Jr. or the state of the White Sox rebuild. There are topics of a greater human concern than the state of the White Sox rebuild, but I may actually ask him, hey, you were there 20 years ago. I was there too, covering the 05 World Series. Thoughts about this to the Holy Father, but more importantly, the importance of sports and community and coming together. So these are all things that I will hope to get responses from the Holy Father. T-Row, Roflo. I will also probably ask him other important questions such as, Holy Father, what is the state of the enthusiasm in Italy for the World Baseball Classic for next year? And also, now that Jac Caglianone is in the major leagues, can we please universally agree upon the proper Italian pronunciation of
which is
Caglianone? Caglianone. When you see GLI, Caglianone is how you're supposed to say it. So we're going to have to find
you're getting the
a great
music
coming
play
together.
off.
Played off. Yeah,
Oh,
it's Caglianone.